Summer is around the corner. Guess what that means? It's time to make some ice cream. Hi, I'm Kelly, Broken Carnivore. Welcome to the channel. I am so excited that I can be able to make an ice cream. Normally, if you go buy ice cream at a like McDonald's or an ice cream shop or even in the store, it is packed with several different ingredients that you cannot announce, packed full of poison, seed oils, and not some of it don't even contain dairy. It don't even melt. But today, I have discovered a recipe. Matter of fact, actually, I heard about this recipe. Many of you may know, and you may not know. If you ever heard of a Dr. Robert Kiltz, he is an awesome person. He has his channel. He has his own website. He's a fertility doctor. He also was pretty creative making some recipes. And the recipe that I discovered and heard about a while back, even Dr. Kiltz was saying this, was Kiltz ice cream. And I'm like, I have to try it. So today, I have an ice Cuisinart. I just got it in not too long ago. Ice cream maker. I have tried different recipes, even when I was keto, carnivore, and even with the sweeteners, you put it in the freezer, no churn. It freezes rock solid. It is hard to scoop. So this one, I decided to do ice cream machine. And since this is the first time for me making it, I want to share it with you. This recipe, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I don't own this. This is Dr. Kiltz's. If he's willing to share it, I would like to make it for the first time and try it out right here. And I want to see how it is. So let's get started. We're going to have 5 egg yolks, cream. Want to make sure it's cream. Try to get the purest, most organic, simplest. That's what I get. Normally I get my cream at a local grocery store because it's got cream, but unfortunately I needed an extra pint. So I grabbed this Organic Valley. You want to make sure it doesn't have any additives in it. So that's one thing you want to make sure of, is not have anything, because cream should only have one label, cream. Why do we need like 1,000 different labels and additives in the cream when it simply is just cream? I got some of this. Normally I use Mexican vanilla, but I'm trying to find vanilla bean because I love vanilla bean. And so I decided I don't want to try to find it, search for it. So I ended up, you can use vanilla extract. So I found vanilla paste. So we're going to use vanilla paste, and we're going to do a pinch of salt. It is optional. I am not going to put no sweetener in it. You know, time to time you can, but if you're like me, you are addicted to sugar and you want to stay the purest form, because the cream, you'll have some sweetness in that, and the vanilla have some sweetness in it. So I'm going to keep the sugar out of it. I'm going to try it without it. So let's get started. So I got the 5 eggs in here. Hold on for a minute. I got to get some measurements.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm back. I got the measuring spoons that I need. So we're going to mix the salt, the sugar, and the vanilla. Well, we're not doing sugar. I'm sorry. We're not putting sugar in there. This is the old recipe. I'm going to use the no sugar recipe. So we'll go ahead and we're going to put a tablespoon, and this is supposed to equal out a tablespoon of, this tablespoon is supposed to equal out 1 vanilla bean. That out of the way. Believe that it asks for, pinch of salt. Says start with 1 to 3. So, you can use whatever choice. Himalayan. I'm using Redmond's here. We're just going to start with, I'm just going to do it in the middle. We're going to do 2 pinches of salt. And then what we're going to do is we're going to whisk all this together. All right. I believe, as Dr. Kiltz mentions it, I think it's like 2 egg yolks per 1 pint of cream. So let's get this cream. Boy, this thing is making it hard for me to get it in. There we go. Can't make things simple, can they? I'll make it simple if I have to. I've opened up the container. So you want to shake it up really good. You want to get all that cream, get it all in there. So let's dump 2 pints in. Now, I would recommend getting raw, but some states you might be able to get away with it at the store and buy raw, or maybe go to the pet store because you can buy raw milk for pet consumption, but you can't buy it for human consumption. But here in the state of Missouri, you cannot buy raw milk or raw cream. You can buy raw cheese, but you can't buy anything else raw dairy because of the laws and regulations. But you can find a local dairy farm and you can get that there. You can go right to the farm. They will sell it right there off the farm. Raw is the better because you're going to get all your nutrients and you're going to get everything in that raw dairy versus pasteurized, because pasteurized is killing all the good bacteria, all the good enzymes, all the good stuff for our gut health. So I'd recommend getting raw, but if you can't, get it close to organic or natural as possible. Make sure it's more single or very least amount of ingredients in there, because the more the ingredients, the more chemicals they put in there. It's not cream to me. Cream is cream. It should be one label, cream. So, well, let's get the rest of this mixed up, the egg yolks and this mixed up. All right, let's pour the mixture in this bowl. One thing about this Cuisinart that I had to learn, this is new for me, is this bowl. You want to make sure you have it in at least, they say 16 to 24 hours, but probably a little longer. Recommend as long as it's solid, doesn't feel squishy, you should be okay. But definitely at least put in a minimum of 24 hours. So let's put this all together. It should be done. Well,
idiot.
All right, I'm back. I had a little trouble with this ice cream maker. I didn't know how. I guess I had to turn it on first. And what happened is I ended up putting the mixture in first, then put the spatula in there, or the actual deal it turns, and got stuck, so it wasn't working. So now I got it correctly. So let's get it poured in there and let's get it started. That sounds much, much better. So give this about 30 minutes and we'll see what the ice cream is going to be. It's been about 30 minutes. The ice cream machine is almost done making the ice cream. So I want to read to you all Romans 8, 5, and 6. This is a reminder that where we should be having our mindful minds at. And this is warning us where we shouldn't be and those who does it, and ones where we should have peace. So let's read Romans 8, 5, 6. If you want to follow me, I am in the New Living Translation here. Starting at verse 5, those who are dominated by sinful nature thinks about sinful things, but those who are controlled by the Holy Spirit thinks of the things that pleases the Spirit. So letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death, but letting the Spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. Hey, we got to remember that if we continue to sin, we're sin nature. We're fallen creatures. We are sheep. Even though I'm carnivore, I got an appetite of a lion. I'm still a sheep, and I got to be led by Jesus time to time because I will go astray. But I want to make sure I'm reminded daily, and you should be reminded daily that if you are in a sinful nature or you are tempted, make sure that, hey, if I sin, I'm going to die. If I don't, it's going to lead if I get led by the Spirit, you're going to have peace in mind, no matter how perfect. So this ice cream is now done. I am ready to take a taste test on it. Ooh, good and soft serve. A little bit of this. I'm going to really enjoy this ice cream machine. I am looking forward to trying this Kiltz's ice cream. All right. Let me get a little paper towel, wipe my hands on. All right. Let's give it a little taste. This is the very first time that I am going to be trying Kiltz's ice cream. I just made it. It's not hard to make. It's very simple. I am so ready to taste it. So let's get a taste test. Oh, I so missed ice cream, and now I can enjoy ice cream. I didn't even put no sugar in it. You can taste the sweetness in it. Dr. Kiltz, you rock. Thank you for coming up with this recipe. Thank you for sharing it. You rock. This is awesome. And if you don't put the vanilla in it, you can probably have this every day. I did fry up some bacon and crumble it, so I'm going to put a little bacon like we, back in the days where you did a sundae and you put some peanuts on there. So I'm going to use these as these bacon bits. I'm going to put a little bit on there, and I'm going to give it a little try. It goes great with bacon. If y'all wanted to know more about Dr. Kiltz, he's got a website, drkiltz.com. He's got the recipes there. He's got his merchandise. He's got where you can join a carnivore community. It's called Kiltz Mighty Tribe. I'm part of it. It is free. If you need helpful tips, I highly recommend there. They have different coaches. They have Dr. Nelson, Dr. Kiltz. Dr. Kiltz has not only his YouTube channel, but he does every morning. I think they're going to 6 a.m. starting this week or next week, but they used to be 5 a.m. Eastern time. I think they're going to 6 a.m. Eastern time, which is 5 a.m. my time. I highly suggest to go to Carnivore Conversation Live, where you have Dr. Kiltz, Aaliyah Wells, and Dr. Nelson, and a guest to talk about carnivore. There's the guest journey, where they from, why they went carnivore, and you can ask questions to the good doctors there. Like always, let's be kind, be positive, have a good attitude, and support and encourage one another. Y'all need to eat some of this ice cream. Go to drkiltz.com. You can get the recipe right there. I will link the description down below. Y'all have a great day. God bless.